welcome back to Don't Worry I'm Here, and if you're new, welcome. I hope you guys have had an amazing week so far. I had an awesome week last week. I'm going to go into detail about that a bit later. Before I was recording, I was just about to record and my dog started drinking water. So if you're new, you probably don't know, but like every time I record a YouTube video or a video for my podcast, he always has to drink water. So he did it before I started recording for once. So I was very proud of him for that. I was like, I haven't started recording yet. And then he stopped drinking water and then he started drinking water again. He's like, okay, well, you have to wait then for me to finish drinking my water. I'm eating M&Ms at the moment because these are left over from last night. I went to the movies. I went to see Silent Night. It was so good. If you like John Wick, you're gonna love this movie. Like, there's not much talking in it, obviously, because it's called Silent Night. But I just love the whole story and the plot. Yeah, it was really good. Like, I usually don't like action movies, but this one was entertaining, so I didn't have to pay for it. I got a free ticket because I'm a member of the cinema, so yeah. I'm eating crispy M&Ms because crispy are my favourite. Let me know in the comments which M&M is your favourite. So like milk chocolate, peanut, the brownie ones, crispy like me, or like the mixed, how you can get the mixed packet. These are my favourite because of the texture. They got the crisp texture. I did a couple episodes ago. This was way back, I think. I did a episode where I'm like, I like food sometimes because of the texture, not so much the taste. But with the M&Ms, it's both. So the taste and the texture. I want to see if I can guess the colour. Oh, okay, I'm probably going to fail. Okay. It's blue. No, orange. I don't know. I was like, just something fun to do. Let's do 3. See if I can do it again. Red. I feel like, okay. The next one. Okay. Green. It was red. I saw red last time. Okay. Alright. Enough about food because I am getting really hungry. Today for lunch, I've decided I'm having a salmon, halloumi, and salami sandwich. I just can't wait to make it. You know when you're like really looking forward to making lunch and it's like in hours and hours away? I'm one of those people that likes to plan out my meals weeks in advance. So like if I was going somewhere and I know about it like 2 weeks beforehand, I always look at the menu so that I can fantasize and think about me eating it, you know what I mean? So like something to really look forward to. Oh, I'm getting that for lunch. Like, I just can't wait, you know? It's me with food. Like, food is my life. I love food. It's just, without food, I don't know what I'd do. Like, if food wasn't even a thing, life would be boring. I'm also staying really hydrated. So like, I drink about 3 bottles a day. These are like 750 mils, so remember to drink water, okay? So that is your sign. If you haven't drinking water today, drink some water. I can't stop eating these M&Ms now. Okay. On this episode, I want to talk about like my favorite things of 2023. Hence the title. It's a 2023 thing. I came up with that title. I'm very proud of it. Like, you're probably like, it's not that big a deal, but I feel like I'm becoming more creative with the titles, if you know what I mean. So one thing that I want to talk about is what I've achieved, how I've changed, how I've evolved, things, habits that I've stopped doing and stuff like that. So something that I have achieved, so this was last week. I got a call saying, are you able to come in for an interview for a job? So I will be working with a victim organisation, so like victims of crime. I'll be working there if I get the position. So I got the interview tomorrow, and I also got shortlisted for another one, which was a bailiff position, so like in a court. And yeah, those are like my 2 dream jobs. So I'm very proud of myself. I'm excited for the interview tomorrow. I'm not even nervous, and so the one that I got shortlisted for, the bailiff one, I have to do like some scenario questions. So like I have to write how I would react to like my experiences with the scenarios, and I'll get notified if I move on to the next level, which is most likely the interview. So I'm very happy for that, because next year I did want it to be a goal that next year I wanted to have a new job, like a professional job, to get my career started. So this is really going to help me. And I was a bit scared of like, how am I going to get there? It's not that hard actually, because some of the, when I did like the journey planner thing, some of the buses weren't coming up, and like my sister figured out that the easiest way that I could get there wasn't showing up. So I'm not as scared now, but she's coming with me, like not to the actual interview, but like she's gonna wait at the Starbucks, and then I'm gonna go to the interview, and then we're gonna go do some Christmas shopping, because we're already in the city, so why not? Yeah, why make 2 trips? We can just get it all done in one trip. And it's like something else to look forward to, like after my interview, because we can go buy some new things and go out to lunch, get bubble tea. There I go again, talking about the food. And I get to spend time with my sister, you know. She took like the lunch off, so like she said, oh, I'm not gonna work Wednesday lunch, so I'm very happy for that. Because I like knowing that there's gonna be someone there just in case like the buses mess up, you know, so I have someone there with me, so I'm not like freaking out. Okay, so something else I've achieved is getting heaps of subscribers on YouTube and stuff, like heaps of views. One of my videos has gotten over 2,000 views now, which I'm very proud about. And just like getting guests on my podcast, that's something I've achieved. Just becoming a stronger individual and like a more positive individual. I feel like if something negative happens, I don't react, because my reaction is what makes it negative the most, you know. So if something negative happens to me, but like I have a positive mindset, like yes, life isn't perfect. If I just like brush it off, it's a positive experience, not so much a negative experience. So that's how I changed my mindset. I've also changed in the way where I'm like, I don't care about my appearance as much anymore. I care about my mindset, my mental health, and who I am as a person. I don't care so much about my appearance, or like I don't compare myself to people anymore. Like I probably compare myself to confident people, like, oh my god, she's so confident, she's so positive, like I wish I had her mindset. Like I like that for me, because I'm like, I'm progressing. I'm not looking at people and being like, I wish I was them. It's easier for you to mentally be like someone. So like if someone's got a positive mindset, it's easier for them to put to have some influence on you because of the way they're acting than like you looking like them. You know what I mean? You're like, I wish I looked like her. It's gonna take a whole new process, a longer process for you to look like them. But if you want the same mentality as them, the same mindset as them, it's easier, okay? It's easier to maintain your mentality than your appearance, which is like, for me, I'm like, okay, screw my appearance. Just, I'm not saying I don't do like skincare or stuff anymore. I do that, but like, if I get a pimple or something like that, I'm like, oh, who cares? I'm still a nice person, that's all that matters. So yeah, I love that for me. How I've evolved as a person, what I've accomplished this year. More things that I want to accomplish by the end of the year is, oh my god, my fingers are like colourful now. I want to read all the books that I got out from the library, so I got like 3 more. I'm doing pretty well, like I'm reading a lot more. I also want to get to level 1200 on Candy Crush Soda Saga and Candy Crush Saga, so I want to get up to them because at the start of the year my goal was to complete 100 levels per month, which I'm way behind. Like I'm up to like 900 and something. It is possible, okay? I can't remember who said this quote, but like they said that impossible says I'm possible, so anything's possible, okay guys? So yeah, I really want to achieve those. I also want to finish Workaholics, the TV show, which I've watched like 3 times already. I've already finished Little Women Dallas, which was one of my things that I want to complete, so that's another thing I've achieved. You may think like, it's not that big a deal. It is for me. It goes to show that I can accomplish things when I set my mind to it. It might not benefit me like much, but I still accomplished something. I feel like I kept up that consistency and motivation to complete it. Okay. The next thing I want to talk about is my favourite songs of the year. So I have 2 that I can really think of. So there's Greedy by Tate McRae. That song, I can listen to it and never get bored. Like, the bit that I love from it is, I would want myself, please believe me. Like, it's basically saying I'll choose myself over you. That's what I get from it. Like, I'll always want myself. I'll always be there for myself. So that's why I like that song. That's like my favourite part in the song. I would want myself. I'll probably get copyrighted, but yeah. Then Little Girl Gone by Chinchilla. It goes, say it again, I didn't quite hear. So it's like, I was ignoring you, but like, say it again, you know? Come on, say it to my face, you know? Or like, I think of it as like, someone's typed it because they're hiding behind a screen. They're like, I'm too scared to say it to their face. It's like, you typed it, so say it again. Say it to my face, I didn't quite hear, you know what I mean? So yeah, that's why I like that song. It's like, because I've gone through it, people just behind screens think they're invincible, or like they're gonna get to you and they're like so scared to say it to your face. It's like, so yeah, that's why I love those songs. Like, also they're good workout songs, so if you need new workout songs, listen to those. Okay, my favourite podcast. I got a comedy one and then I got like a motivational. So I got Jamazing. So Chris Lilly, he is the my M&Ms. Okay, so he's a creator of Summer Heights High, whereas like Mr. G, Jonah, and then Jamae. Janae is a private school girl, and she's it's a TV show, okay? I don't know if I just said that. She now has a podcast, and she's doing a university course on social media, I think it is, and one of the assignments is doing a podcast, so that's kind of why. Yeah, it's funny because of what she talks about. It, like, every episode I laugh a lot. It's like so funny because she has the same personality that she does in the show. So if you like a good laugh and you like more fiction, it's kind of fiction because the stuff hasn't actually happened to her, but like Chris Lee has a really creative mind. So if you like things like that, I really recommend that podcast. Also, Motivation Daily. They do daily motivational speeches from different motivational speakers. The 3 ones that I listened to last week was Denzel Washington, The Rock, and Jim Carrey, and they were like so inspirational because they're all people we look up to and that are well known. So I feel like that's a really good way to get people to listen to the podcast. Also, there's really long ones and really short ones, so I like to listen to, because I'm still like in 2020, I like to listen to the shorter ones because I listen to them at work and then I'll listen to my music. Yeah, because I just need like that motivational speech and then the music to really motivate me to get through the day, you know what I mean? So yeah, I'll listen to like the longer ones. Like I might even start listening to them while I'm working out one time. And yeah, I really recommend that if you need motivation or like you need like that extra push to not give up on your dreams, okay? Okay, the last thing is like my favorite like things was my favorite movies. So I only put one on this list, but now I'm gonna put Silent Night on because that was pretty good. It was, I'm not even gonna lie. It was so good. So I really recommend that movie. I already talked about it, like how it was quiet and like the whole storyline and stuff, and how it's like John Wick, okay? If you hear that noise in the background, it's my mum's phone. So the other movie was, I've talked about this before, it's Five Nights at Freddy's. I know some people hate it because it's not like the games, but it's still a great movie. Like I told you guys how I loved it because like the scary, like how you put yourself in the situation of the characters. Like when Foxy was chasing after them, I like put myself into those shoes, and I like scaring myself because of him like making those noises and chasing after you is just terrifying. And yeah, I've seen it twice. Like I just love the whole story behind it and how creative it was, and like, you know, how interesting it is. So yeah, that's why I love that movie. Okay, I'm gonna move on to my blonde moments. I have two. One's mine and one's another one. So I was watching this video with someone and they're playing like games, and they're like, oh, I'm like, what are they? And they're like, they're coil monsters, I think. And then I said, their necks are really long. And he's like, yeah, they have coils for necks. I was like, oh yeah, that makes sense. So yeah, you guys can take that whatever way you want. And then another one is, it's not mine, but I actually thought it wasn't much of a blonde moment, but it was cute. You know, it was just cute because it was an elderly person. So like when mum and I go to the mobile library, there's this like man, and he's so cute. He's like, I don't know how old he is. He's like 90, but he doesn't look 90. He looks like 60 or 70. So yeah, he was telling us that he was sitting on the benches, and he's like, oh, it's really peaceful and quiet, like, yeah. And then he realized he didn't have his hearing aids in, so that's why he couldn't hear anything. But like, I thought it was really sweet and cute. So okay, now I'm gonna move on to Dear Diary. I got the discussion question as a bookmark. Gotta use your resources. It's just because so they were together, you know. Okay, so I had to choose my values, so I got this big long list of words. So considering your answers to the previous questions, look at the list below. Which values resonate? Circle with a pen or place a tick alongside. Okay, so I chose achievement, beauty, calm, certainty, commitment, confidence, consistency, discipline, empathy, energy, equality, fairness, family, fame, financial freedom, friendship, fun, gratitude, growth, happiness, hard work, health, humor, independence, inspiration, justice, kindness, leadership, love, loyalty, motivation, patience, professionalism, relationships, respect, responsibility, risk, success, teamwork, trust, truth, uniqueness, and wealth. So the next exercise, because I like grouping them if they have to do with the one before. The other one I didn't realise. Okay, so set goals based on your values. I don't know if I can actually read this because it might be copyrighted. Basically, I have to choose what, I think that was 13. 1, 2, 3, 4. 16 of the words that I ticked. Thank God, there was like 20,000. And then I gotta write like my goal with those values. So this is what I put. Achievement, I want to reach my goals, obviously. Beauty, I want to have clear skin. Calm, remain calm in situations. That's what I was saying, is like, you don't have to react negatively, you can react positively, so then you remain calm. Certainty, understand that not everything is certain, so I would like to have a more understanding that it's not going to be certain that I will achieve something or that something will go my way. So commitment, stay committed with things, which like YouTube and podcasts, my job, friendships and stuff like that. Confidence, be positive about self, which I feel like I have. Consistency, be consistent in things. Discipline, stop doing things, so stop procrastinating, Nadia. Oh yeah, I have to update you guys on that. I've been doing it a lot more, like yeah, this week I'm actually gonna put my bloody foot down. Like yesterday, I went to the movies last night, right? I think I already told you guys that I went last night. So I went to the movies last night, but I still worked out during the day because I wouldn't be able to do it at night. So I feel like that was me like stepping off it. But I'll tell you guys next week how it went, how my procrastination went. So yeah. But on Sunday night when I didn't work out, me and my sister were playing games on the computer. So we're playing Fireboy and Water Girl, and there was this level that we just couldn't complete. There was also, what was it? There was this weird one where you had to complete tasks, but people kept like making you die and stuff. It was so, and there was this player that was completely crap the whole way through, and then in the last second he just won. It made no sense. And yeah, it was funny. So I was like to my sister, we should record us playing these games. It would be hilarious. So yeah, I feel like that was alright because I actually had fun and it made me and my sister bond, if you know what I mean. So me working out but me and my sister playing games, yeah, that was like, yeah, it's alright then. So, empathy, volunteering, energy, eat more before work. Yeah, because I feel like I don't eat much before work, like for breakfast, and I'm just starving until my break at like 12. So I need to eat more. Equality, keep doing what I do. I think it's because like, keep doing what I do so I can show others that not only certain people from certain backgrounds can do things. Family, spend more time with family. Fame, make a name for myself. This podcast with this YouTube channel. Freedom, move out. Friendship, spend more time with friends. And fun, work-life balance. I feel like I work too much, so I have to have more of a life, you know what I mean? So I do content creating, and then I also have a full-time job. I feel like I need more spare time, but I do love doing this. So like today, I'm not editing it, I'm just recording it. That way I can balance it out, and tomorrow I'm not going to work. So when I come home from the city, I can just edit this, you know what I mean? So yeah, just break it down into bits, and then you can like have more of a work-life balance. That's what I find. Now I have the discussion question, so it's time for let's discuss. Okay, this question was very easy. I came up with the answer right away, well, my opinion right away. Your company has a diversity policy, and you're being pressured to hire someone who fits the policy, but they aren't the most qualified person for the job. What do? There's only one thing you can do here. You obviously don't hire them if you have someone else who's more qualified than them. You just don't employ someone just because you want to make your company look like it's more diverse and more people from different backgrounds, okay? You can't do that. You have to see who's more qualified. And if the more people, like say all of them are men, and I'm probably gonna get a lot of hate from this, but like say they were all women or men, okay? Or like from one background, okay? I'm not gonna just, from one background. They had the same characteristics and stuff like that. Well, not characteristics, but like, you know what I mean. But they were all qualified for the job. There's nothing wrong with that. You want people who are going to work well. You're going to want people who are going to benefit your company, okay? So if it's the case of you just having the same people from the same background, that's fine. They're the right ones for the job. You just can't employ people because they have like a certain characteristic. You have to employ people from their qualifications and stuff like that, how experienced they are, like what they can do, not who they are. You know what I mean? So yeah, but like it says they're not qualified. It doesn't say they're not qualified at all. It says they aren't the most qualified. Again, if you have someone who's more qualified than them, employ the other person. That's what you have to think of. Okay? I hope that makes sense. I hope I didn't come off as like, oh, that's just like so wrong. But that's what I would do. If I was a boss and I had my own company, I would want to employ people who were more qualified. Yes, I might want to like have interns and stuff like that from different backgrounds, but to actually have someone in a high position, I would want someone who is qualified. Yes, I would employ interns from like different backgrounds, but not like put them into like senior positions or stuff like that. I hope that makes sense. So yeah, that is this week's discussion question. I hope you guys have enjoyed this episode. I loved recording it. I also would love to hear what you guys have accomplished, what your favorite things of 2023 were. So comment down below, send me in your voice messages, the link will be in the description. Also, you can message me on the podcast Instagram, DM me. Yeah. If you like the video, please give it a thumbs up. Also subscribe to my YouTube channel so I can reach my 100 subscriber goal by the end of the year. Also follow the podcast wherever you're listening to it, and you'll be hearing me / seeing me next week. Bye!